Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckettini, and I've got a video for you today. What I'm going to do today is we're going to break down some of these. We're going to start breaking down some of these transfer players we have. If you're like me, you're wanting to see some video of them. I know they had a big scrimmage today. They had their fall scrimmage, and I hear that Mike Washington had a really big scrimmage today. Now, I did not plan this. I started researching him last night, and I just haven't had time to put it out. But I hear he had a really good scrimmage. I just watched Coach Pittman's press conference after that scrimmage. But and this is coming from for Cultured Neon too. He asked me to do some videos of some of these transfer players, and that's what I'm trying to do. Because like I say, if you're like me, you want to see them on film. You hear their names, but you don't know what they can do. And Arkansas is not wanting to put video out there. They're scared somebody in the transfer portal, try to come get them, like that's happened to us some in the past. But anyway, so I'm gonna show you some video today of Mike Washington and break him down and just tell you kind of what we're getting here. So Mike Washington Jr. He is a running back, and he's playing for us for Arkansas Razorbacks, of course. He's signed and he's there. He's transferred from New Mexico State. He was at Buffalo as well before that, but really good player here. So let's check him out. Here's some of his background information. His name is Mike Washington Jr. He's running back. He's 6'2", 228 pounds, and runs about a 4.5, 240. Now, when you compare that with a prototype NFL running back, prototype is 5'11", 220, and they run about a 4.49, 40. So you see, he's bigger than the prototype size, and his speed is right at it. He's right there. I think I read somewhere I was looking for a 40 time that he hadn't been timed to 40 in a long time. But anyway, when you see his long runs, he breaks off. He's plenty fast enough. So he is prototype NFL size and speed for an NFL running back for sure. He's from Utica, New York, and his high school was Cicero North Syracuse High School. And when he came out of high school, it was during the COVID era there, the COVID years, and so I think he was under recruited, because if he was if they were able to see him, get him on campuses and work him out instead of doing all the Zoom stuff, I think he would have signed with somebody better school than Buffalo. Buffalo's good, and they've got a lot of history. But I think he would have went with a big D1 if people would have been able to see him a little bit more. He was under recruited because of that for sure. And Coach Pittman says that all the time. That first year was crazy. They couldn't see guys. They just saw them on Zoom, and just film, and you couldn't ever look at them personally. So anyway, he was definitely under recruited. So here's his college journey. Like I said, he started off at Buffalo 2021 to 23, so he's there for 2 seasons. He redshirted in 2021. He could have played in a couple of games there. I didn't actually look at his. I just kind of looked at the summaries. He did rush for 1,119 yards. He had 10 touchdowns on 263 carries, and that's about 5 yards a carry. So that's very good. That's very good yards per carry there. And then in New Mexico State, he spent 1 season there, and I think they struggled. Now, they had 2 really good running backs. They had Washington. They had the other guy that's at Kentucky now. So their 2 running backs are in the SEC now. So they had 2 good running backs, but I think their line struggled. But anyway, he played in 12 games. He started 4 of them, but he played like a starter. He had 158 carries, 713 yards. That's a 4.5 yard per carry average. And he had 8 rushing touchdowns. He also had 9 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown. So he's very good out of the backfield catching the ball as well. He has good hands. I have one clip of him where he does catch a pass. It's a tough catch. So he's very versatile in what he can do. He's also a good blocker too now. Got one play I know where he's seen pick up a blitzing linebacker. And he had 2 100-yard games versus Western Kentucky and Texas El Paso there. So that's very big as well. And he'll see a lot more. In 12 games, 150 carries, that's maybe 10 carries a game. But at Arkansas, I think he'll get probably 15 to 20 a game. So his load will go up. But I think that's good. They didn't have a lot of carries, though, because he should have a lot of tread left on his tires. He's hadn't been beat up as bad as some of these other guys. So that's good news for us. Now, why did he transfer to Arkansas? Colby Smith, he was. They had his interview the other day. Each coach is getting to do the interviews after practice. But anyway, he joined the Razorbacks to bolster our running back depth and to fill that void left by Jaquindon Jackson. And they're similar in their size. Jaquindon was big, 6'2", 220 as well. Jaquindon's in the NFL now. He's I believe he's with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He signed with them as a rookie free agent. He did not get drafted, but there's some similarities there with those two. But early impressions, I heard the other night that on one of these interviews that they told Coach Smith that Coach Petrino compared Mike Washington to Nile Davis. And boy, Niles, he was really good, man. That joker could go. I mean, that seemed like he ran like in the 4.3 range, had a lot of big plays, big, strong guy. He was really good. And so that's very high praise coming from Coach Petrino comparing anybody to Nile Davis. That guy was really good. He was really good. But Mike Washington's had a strong spring and fall camp performances. They've talked about him all fall camp. Then I think he had a big game today. We don't have video of it, just going on what the coaches have said. But Coach Pittman, he was the first guy he mentioned. Mike Washington looked really good, had some really long runs, and so that's good deal. His playing style, this is a quote from him, so you might not have seen many videos of him running. And he says, "I can make you miss. I can break away with my speed. I'm elusive at times, and I'm quick laterally." That was a quote from him that I read and picked up. And I agree with that. He can make you miss. He's physical running back as well. And that's what Coach Smith said. He wanted a running back that when he broke through the hole, he could take the house. And Washington can do that. He's got the speed to do it. His strengths are his vision. He ran a lot of that zone type stuff, and in the zone running systems, you have to have good vision because you may run it anywhere from the right tackle all the way back to left tackle. You're running based on what you see. You're running with your eyes. He does that well. He's got very good agility. He has good power and just top-end speed. I mean, those are his strengths. He's really good. And he's notable for his long touchdown runs. That's what he's known for that speed, being able to bust through the line and get long runs. And that's what you need, man. The SEC is tough to hammer out runs. I mean, you need big plays to score. You have to. In the SEC, it's too tough. So he definitely fits that void there. All right, how will he fit in our Arkansas and the Razorbacks offense right now? The thinking is he's going to be that 1-2 punch with Braylon Russell. Braylon's kind of that big hammer who's prototype NFL size and speed too, but Braylon's about 258 pounds, somewhere in there. So he's a little bit bigger of a hammer. Whereas Washington's a little bit quicker. Russell's got good top-end speed too, so they're a little bit different there. And then you have the other guy that transferred in from Florida State. I cannot remember his name right now. It just went blank on me. I had it in the back of my head. I was going to say his name, and I forgot it. But anyway, he transferred from Florida State. But anyway, they got those three. The Florida State kid's a little bit smaller, a little bit more elusive than these other two, than Washington and Russell. But he should be a good 1-2 punch with Russell. And right now, they say he's adapting to Bob Petrino's complex offensive scheme, which it is very complex. Remember, Petrino was head coach in the NFL. I mean, his system's not easy, very complex, and but he'll get it. Apparently, he's doing very well. And they've said he excels in both the zone running game and gap blocking systems. Arkansas seems to be, they learn a lot of the gap. That's that pin and pull. If you got a guy in the gap, you block him down, and then the guy pulls. So he can excel in both of those. Any running back should be able to. They just got to work at it, get a lot of work, a lot of practice at it. My outlook for him is I see him, of course, getting significant playing time in 2025. I think everybody understands that. He's been one of the big – we're really looking at him to be one of our best players and a potential breakout year in the SEC. He has a potential to be one of the best running backs in the SEC, Last year we had the best. I think we're the number one team in rushing efficiency last year in the SEC. So there's definitely potential there for him to have a big breakout year. And he's going to have a high impact role in our offense for sure. We're really looking at him to be one of our leaders. And I, from all accounts, I think he can do it. So really good here. So let's check out some video and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, I could not find just a highlight film of him. So what I had to do was I got this here against Jackson State. which and I've got about 10 plays we're going to look at. And these are the two running backs back here. I think he's this one. This is Washington here, I believe. Let me just go ahead and go full screen here. And I think he's going to get the run on this side here. This other guy here, he's the one that's transferred to Kentucky. I can't remember his name either. But anyway, let's check it out here and let's see. He's going to get a carry right here. This is him right there. Some good cutting right there. You see some of that speed right there and elusive. That safety comes up. He thinks he's got him. Here comes that safety, you know, and makes him miss. And then he's off the races. That guy had a good, but you see there, a good speed, big guy, big body there. There he is right there, number 4. All right, and here's another little clip of it. You can see right there, number 8, misses him. Big guy right there. Hang on that football. All right, good run there. Next one, I'm going to mark these off as I go here. 25, 29. Let's see. So we're going to jump ahead down here. Oh, shoot. That thing's going to be in the way. Can I move that? Let me see if I can move that way over here. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let's see. 25, 29. Should be right. We'll go right there. And we'll fast forward to it. Or should be the next play. I don't remember these plays. I got about 10 of them. Oh yeah, I do remember this one. He'll run off this side over here, and he almost gets tackled for safety here. So boom, right here, you got to make this guy miss here, and then make that guy miss. Good stiff arm right there. Boom, good strong run. I mean, he makes 2 guys miss just to get about 2 yards here. Look at there. Heck of a run right there. Big time run right there. Our next should be, I think, the next play, or close to it. Probably not the next play. Let's watch that again. They're showing replay here. See, right off the bat, he's got stiff arm there, and then boom, good tackle by that guy there, by the defender. Let me see, 26:08 might be their next play. No, this is it. I don't remember what he does here. Let's see. Yeah, good run right there. See, when he hits that hole right here, he plants that foot and he gets downhill quick. Sees that hole, good vision. You know, because he was heading out to this left tackle. It might go outside here. But he sees it don't. He cuts it right in here. Boom. Good run right there. Good hard run. All right, now that will jump us ahead quite a bit here. Let's see if they replay that. Yeah, here you go from behind like this right here. See, he was meant to go here, and he sees her blocking him out, so it's not there. And he sees that hole, you know, all the way back here. That's really good vision right there. Cuts it up in there. Boom, good hard run right there. All right, so now from there we're going to jump to 48. 46-28. Where's that at? 46. Right here. We'll go right there. This should be it right here. And this is him. They're in the pistol. And Arkansas run sets like this. This would be Rohan Jones right here. This would be Omega Blake. This would be Shanks or Raylan Sharp. Out here with Monte Harrison, you know, whoever here. It could be all these guys. So let's see. Good hard run right there. Gets about 6-7 yards right there. Good run. All right, let's go to the next one. I guess we're going to replay that. Let's go 53-28. Let's go right here. See if we can get it. Right here should be this play right here. Here he is right here. Seems like he gets a block right here. Comes up blocks. Boom, right there. Look at that block right there. Really good block. Let's watch that again. Boom. Comes over and stones him. See right there? So he's got really good size, really good blocking ability there. He shows it. Let's go to 116. 116.46. Right in here. Let's get it here. 46. Should be this player. Here he is in the pistol again. Good hard run, about 7-8 yard gain right there again. I mean, you see, he's quick, runs good, good vision, good power. Right there, they're right at halftime there. Let's jump ahead to 129.23. Should be right in this range here. And he seems like he returns some kicks too. Matter of fact, that's him back there. Isn't that him? Yeah, that's him right there. They've not Arkansas has not talked about him returning kicks, but they do put him back there. All right, here we go. Here's in the backfield. Good vision. Yeah, just barely got him by the ankles there. But you see that lateral quickness kind of right there. And right here at the line, he has to jump it. Just barely nicked him right there. All right, let's go to 151.26. Should be right here. This is him back here. He's in the pistol. Computer starting to lag just a little bit. Here he is right here. Show his speed. Look at there. Look at that speed right there. My computer's wanting to lag a little bit right now. Got a lot going on it. But anyway, so you see here they quick pitch it to him and watch his speed here. They're at the 27 yard line right here. See how quick he gets. I mean, boom, he gets all up to 45. He gains 18 yards right there, just on a little quick pitch. So see right there, kind of speed he has. I mean, he can go now. He can get it and go. Watch it again here. Help if I wouldn't pause it. Good run there. I think we got two more. Let's see, 152.01 might be right. This is the very next play, I think. You know, Coach Pittman said he don't think he gets tired, so he just ran an 18-yard run. So he's still in there. He's going to run this one too. Here he goes. Good little cut back in there. Look, 10-yard run right there. So 18, he comes back with a 10-yarder. And I'm starting to lag pretty good here. I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't know if they'll. And then he's got one more play I'm going to show you here. Let's see if we can get to 154.05. Right about there. Alright, this is him right here. They're going to split him out. Seems like I haven't seen where they threw the pass to him. This might be it here, where they throw it to him. My computer's lagging pretty bad right now. Yeah, see that? Or he goes down and catches that pass right there. It's a low pass. Those are hard to see. I can't even find my mouse right now. I'm about done here. My computer's lagging pretty good. But boy, good hands right there. Let's see if I can back that up. Maybe you see how he catches that. Look at that low pass right there. You couldn't really see it right there. But anyway, it was a great catch. Shows his really good hands. That's about all I got. I'm lagging pretty good now, zipping through that. Let's see if I can get back to my PowerPoint now. And that's really the last I was going to say. That's the last of my PowerPoint too. And I'll just end it right here. I just want to tell you guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for spending time with me. I think they got a good one here, and he's really shown well in the spring and here in the fall camp. He had a real good scrimmage today, and I think Arkansas's got him a good one. Colby Smith did a great job recruiting him, finding Mike Washington, and he's got the size, the speed. He's a prototype NFL running back, and I see a big season ahead for him, and he's a really good one. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks so much for spending your time with me. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe, and that way you get notifications when I make more videos, and then just come back again soon. I cannot find my thing to pause this video, so you may have to bear with me here for just a second. It's not there. Where's it at? Hide that. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's move back over here. So my bad. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Have a great day, and as always, go Hogs.